At exactly 2:43 a.m., I heard my neighbor Iya Bassett calling my name from the hallway outside my front door. The problem was, I knew for an absolute fact she was not in Lagos. I live in a standard Lagos mini flat in Surulere. My bedroom door was wide open, giving me a clear view straight across my small dark parlor, directly to the front door. It was pouring rain outside. NEPA had taken the light hours ago, so the only illumination was the dim glow of my phone screen. I was watching a YouTube video when the knocking started. It wasn't a loud, aggressive knock. It was a soft, rhythmic tapping on the wood. Then, her voice. Wale, my key broke in the padlock. Please open your door. I froze. My thumb hovered over my phone screen. I hit mute. I immediately swiped down and dragged my screen brightness to 0 so the glow wouldn't reflect against the wall. I didn't get out of bed. I didn't creep toward the parlor to look through the keyhole. I just slid my hands slowly down the side of my mattress until my fingers wrapped around the heavy iron rod I keep for armed robbers. I stayed completely still, breathing only through my nose, my eyes locked on the front door. I knew Iya Bassett wasn't out there. First, I had just viewed her WhatsApp status 30 minutes ago, a video of her dancing at a family wedding in Ilorin. Second, before she traveled, she gave me her bunch of keys so I could help her turn on her water pump. She didn't even have a key to break. Wale, it's cold out here, please. The voice was perfect. It had her slight stutter, her specific Yoruba accent. But it sounded empty, like a recording of a person begging rather than a person actually feeling the cold. I opened WhatsApp. I navigated to my chat with Shegun, the young guy who lives in the flat directly across from mine. I typed rapidly. Bro, are you awake? Is someone in the hallway? I stared at the screen, my heart hammering in my chest. 10 seconds later, it showed Shegun was typing. His message came in. Omo, I have been awake. Please do not go to that door. I beg you. I exhaled a shaky breath, grateful I wasn't losing my mind. I replied, it sounds exactly like Iya Bassett, but I have her keys. Shegun's response came in rapid, panicked bursts. Ah, Wale, blood of Jesus. It is not Iya Bassett. 10 minutes ago, it was at my own door. It was crying and calling my name in my mother's voice. Wale, my mother is in Abeokuta. I couldn't even type to warn you. I have just been sitting on the floor reading Psalm 91. It is a spirit, Wale. Do not say a single word out loud. You know what the old people say about answering your name in the dark. A cold chill washed over my entire body. Every Nigerian child raised by a traditional parent knows the rule. It's an ancient superstition, practically hammered into our heads. If you are in the dark and you hear your name called from outside, you must never answer unless you can see the person's face. The old people believe there are spirits that wander at night, lacking physical bodies. To gain access to a home, they borrow the voices of people you trust. But they cannot enter unless they are invited. Answering them, saying yes, or who is that, or I'm coming, is the invitation. If you answer an unseen voice, you have claimed it. You have opened the spiritual door. Outside my front door, the tapping stopped. The silence that followed was heavier than the sound of the rain. Then, the voice spoke again, but it was no longer Iya Bassett. Wale, open the door. It's me, Shegun. The thing is trying to get into my flat. My eyes darted from my phone screen to the front door across the parlor. The voice in the hallway started banging frantically against my burglary proof. Wale, please, open the door. It sounded exactly like Shegun. The panic, the breathing, the desperation. I looked back down at my phone. On the screen, Shegun was currently typing. His message popped up. It is standing directly in front of your door. I can see its shadow under my door frame. Whatever you do, do not open it. but the voice in the hallway kept screaming my name.